U24 Newsflash Hour. I'm Shamim Kiza. The Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Katam-7, on Tuesday released the 2024 Uganda Certificate of Education examination results. The examinations were conducted under two sets, one based on the new lower secondary school curriculum and the other based on the old curriculum, to allow learners who did not pass the 2023 UCE exams to transition to A-level. The examination results under the new curriculum caused confusion among the students, parents, and the general public due to significant changes in the reporting format despite the past years.
Important to note, Mama, is that the new assessment comes with a change in reporting and certification, as the board chair has said. The board, in close consultations with the National Curriculum Development Center, has come up with a reporting mechanism that presents the learners' levels of achievement in each subject with a letter grade A, B, C, D, or E. The levels of achievement were arrived at through a systematic and technical processes that combine the learner's score based on continuous assessment done at school and the end of cycle examination score, and the combination is in a proportion of 20% continuous assessment done at school and 80% the end of cycle examination respectively. Additionally, Mama, the project work is assessed at school and the achievement level is presented as a standalone on the certificate. The achievement level on the project reveals the learner's creative competency in dealing with actual contemporary world problems. The meanings of these letter grades are explained a little later in this statement, Mama. Mama, during the implementation, we encountered some challenges, such as the lack of efficient ICT infrastructure in many schools, which was a major constraint in the ability of these schools to make timely submissions of the continuous assessment scores to UNEB. The volume of data that UNEB must receive and store is also now requiring larger capacity servers at UNEB. There is the challenge of shortage of school laboratory facilities. The new curriculum, being skill-based, requires that science-based science labs and workshops are well equipped to give the learners enough chance to create new knowledge through self-learning. Unfortunately, many rural and private schools lack these, and some are also short of science teachers. Mama, along the way, we also discovered that some schools appeared to be resisting the change to the new curriculum. They were stuck in teaching the old curriculum in the hope that government would retract the new curriculum given the challenges that were evident at the start of the new curriculum implementation. They were surprised when the board released sample examination papers. These challenges could have impacted on the candidates' achievements, especially in the sciences. Despite these challenges, the new competency-based curriculum assessment, Mama, has been successful. Mama, during the marking, the board also suffered pressure from scorers' strikes for increased pay, as I had occasion to brief you about earlier. Your guidance on the course of action was well taken, and management is taking appropriate action. Nonetheless, the other non-striking groups in their end of scoring reports have overwhelmingly recommended that UNEB should train more scorers due to the more complex nature of the scoring of this examination, and also should consider raising their fees across the subjects. I believe these issues will be addressed with the availability of extra financial resources, which we have requested for.
President Museveni has emphasized the importance of conserving wetlands, saying they act as reservoirs for water that is used in generating hydropower electricity. The head of state made remarks on Wednesday while commissioning the Mirama Kabale high voltage power line and its substation at Hamoko village in Rwanda district. The commissioning is part of the presidential performance assessment tour of the parish development model and wealth creation in Kigezi sub-region, which commenced on Wednesday.
Konga twashanga hari n'ibizibu ebyo obuyombezi butakuranze hare bwaberebwa bwekirize byabayireho ekizibu kimwe kwakuriye kucanyagura amataka Kigezi nensi erukira orwezo erukira okugira orwezo mu Africa yona hey konga bokuba amaka gatwanyagura itaka nyine ka kwafare batwanyagura nyine ko wazo batwanyagura itaka rikabariki umuryango urufunzire ko baturufunzire rikatwanyagura no twashangira abantu batwanyagura amataka muzakigezi cyoke no byankore bugisu busoga Rwenzori nkoko bahereza amagezi simwe hati tugire imihanda ibiri umuhanda gumwe abantu abana n'amataka mahango mukore kitwe tumujungu extensive agriculture ikikumanyisa umuntu uitaka hango nasakora cyone cyayenda no cyakaba kitakureta sente nyingi burihika buri mwaka konga wako yakora hango nejo ko yamusente zo kurebeje kai konkima abafanya gurita abahiki no garwahanze mukozese extremely intensive agriculture okora hafunze uko tamwe bintu bikureta ekitubukire. But now, finally, how I linked my message with this one here. Here we are celebrating electricity. Electricity, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But this electricity is coming from Jinja. And in Jinja, it is being generated by water. And the water is coming from the Nile. But the Nile is fed by these rivers, the Kajara River, and the Kajara River is fed by this river. What is this river here? Mbajete hii. Etikshana wakiataki. Abahan bai. Kara. Now, these rivers are the ones feeding the Kajara, and the Kajara is the one feeding the Nile actually is part of the so to be here celebrating the electricity. Now electricity has come. Now oh yeah. Now here you are undermining Enku, the firewood for the electricity, because the firewood for the electricity, for the hydro, is water. So if you are drying the water, how can this happen? That's why I was talking of the religious way of Omshana, the light. Talking like people of light, not like people of darkness.
Kampala lawyer Elias Nalukola Luyimbazi has been chosen as the National Unity Platform card flag bearer for the Kawempe North by-election. He was declared flag bearer on Tuesday by the Election Management Committee at the NUP party headquarters in Kavule, Makerere. Last week, Luyimbazi and 9 others faced off in a debate at the party headquarters, where the debate was moderated by lawyer Andrew Karamaji and Dr. Judith Nalukwago, thus providing a platform for aspirants to articulate their visions for the constituency. These include Luwemba Luswa Muhammad, a former aide to the late MP Muhammad Segenya, Umal Magara, Saulo Kuliaziwa, Selunkuma Salim, also known as Mafumafu, Kachika Frederick, Dr. Charles Rubagumya, Engineer Senkubuge Kenneth, Matthias Lubu Mulumba, and Moses Nsereko. The Kawempe North parliamentary seat became vacant following the death of the former representative Muhammad Segenya on January 9th.
The National Unity Platform Electoral Commission has announced Councillor Elias Nalukola Luyimbazi as the NUP candidate for the upcoming Kawempe North parliamentary by-election.
71.4, being in the first position, is first. National Unity Platform. Agenda kumuwa kabonero k'ekibiina kyaffe. People power. Our power.
Nalukola has emerged winner out of the 9 contenders who went through a vetting process.
Honorable Sejirinya Muhammad was overwhelmingly voted in Kawempe North constituency with over 41,000 voters of votes. This is a triumph because as a unified force, we must ensure that NUP retains this seat.
Upon his announcement, jubilation erupted among Kawempe residents and NUP members who said his win is a step towards unity and progress in Kawempe North.
The people of Kawempe are waiting for us. As you could see, from number 1 to number 10, they were all NUP candidates. They were all NUP members. Now we have one. Let us beat them in the same way the world expects us to beat them. Let us go and get 90%.
Lawyers of the jailed Veteran opposition politician Dr. Kiza Besje have raised an alarm over the health of their client. Besje's health is deteriorating after paying him a visit at Luzira, where he was being incarcerated since November 2024. Kampala Lord Mayor Arias Lukwago, who led the defense team to Luzira prison, said Besje could lose his life if he does not receive special treatment which is not available at the Luzira prisons. Besje has been experiencing episodes of some drastic spike in blood pressure levels which are not explained, and the unfortunate bit is that he has not given the opportunity of seeing his personal pediatrician.
Yes, you witnessed the proceedings today. Doctor was not brought, and we are really concerned about the events as they are unfolding right now, because it was so strange. There was no show of anyone from the prisons authorities initially. Actually, from the time we entered, it was quite obvious that doctor had not been brought, despite the fact that the last time we appeared here, there was a court order which was clear, produce him today. Unfortunately, there was no show at all. No explanation had been even given by the prosecution as to what was going on. So we are left at a loss. Now, at the tail end of the proceedings, then there is a surprise twist of events that now a letter has emerged from Luzira indicating that actually the doctor is indisposed. This is serious. It's quite worrying. We are greatly concerned about his health now. To be indisposed to the extent of failing to make it to court is such a serious matter. And nowhere in the letter the prisons authorities have indicated that they are taking him to any medical facility. And we want to emphasize this, a medical facility of his choice. So this is a serious matter which is of great concern to us, and we have conferred as a legal team here. We have no choice but to proceed to Luzira in the course of tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have agreed tomorrow at midday we shall be visiting Dr. Besigye, because we are concerned about the trend of events. Over the weekend, their relatives who attempted to access him, it was not possible. The police authorities gave reasons which could not add up. Even yesterday, Monday, a sister and colleagues from the party and many of our colleagues attempted to visit him. It was the same story. So, since I think Friday last week, none of us has had the opportunity of talking to him. And it has been routine, at least on a daily basis. He could get a visitor from Katonga, one of the relatives and whatnot, friends. Many people have been visiting him on a daily basis. So it's very, very, very worrying to us that since Friday, it has not been able, or rather, since Friday, it has not been possible for friends, comrades, colleagues in the party, and relatives to access him. There's something the prisons authorities is not telling us. And it's the reason now we want to make it formal. We are going to write to the Commissioner General of Prisons today, indicating to him that tomorrow by midday, all of us, the lawyers, will have to assemble there and see if we can access him, do our due diligence as the magistrate suggested, and establish the state of affairs regarding his health and the reasons as to why they have not brought him here. We want to verify that. Finally, we are also concerned that he's still under illegal detention. The warrant that had committed him to Luzira by the General Court Martial lapsed on 3rd of this month. And the proceedings, obviously you are aware, were terminated by the Supreme Court. So there are no proceedings going on before the General Court Martial. So what reason is he being kept in Luzira? We filed our application for habeas corpus, which we understand has been allocated to Justice Singiza. And we are asking the judiciary to have this matter expeditiously heard, because obviously this is gross injustice. This is despicable. It is something that we condemn in the strongest terms possible.
Thank you for watching U24 Newsflash. I'm Shamim.